You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. A 28-year-old woman literally dragged my husband's 30-year-old man best friend's suitcase to the curb 3 hours ago, and my hands are still shaking. It started 3 weeks ago when Jessica, 29-year-old woman, got evicted. My husband, Mark, gave me the puppy dog eyes and swore it was temporary until she got back on her feet. I agreed, despite my gut telling me no. Mark and Jessica have that weird boundaryless friendship where they finish each other's sentences and have inside jokes that make me feel like the third wheel in my own marriage. Since she moved in, it's been hell. She leaves wet towels on the leather couch, eats the meal prep I make specifically for my diet, and walks around in just a t-shirt and panties when Mark is home. Mark tells me to chill because she's comfortable with him. But today was the breaking point. I came home early from a shift to surprise Mark with takeout. The house was quiet. I walked into our master bedroom, a strictly off-limits zone, and heard water running. Jessica was in my bathtub, but she wasn't just bathing. She had lit my Joe Malone wedding candles, $75 each, and was using my imported Japanese hair mask that I save for special occasions. When she saw me, she didn't even cover up. She just smiled and said, "Oh, hey, Mark said you wouldn't mind. I had a stressful day and needed the good tub. We're practically sisters, right?" I saw red. I didn't scream. I walked to the guest room, threw her clothes into trash bags, and tossed them on the front lawn. I told her she had 10 minutes to dress and leave before I called the cops for trespassing. She left crying, calling me a jealous psycho. Mark came home, saw the mess, and immediately drove to the motel she checked into. He just texted me saying I've destroyed a 15-year friendship over some soap and that I'm insecure and controlling. He says he's staying with her tonight to make sure she's okay. I feel like I defended my home, but he's making me feel like a monster. Am I the asshole for kicking her out without notice?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. My wife, 27-year-old woman, is currently in the bedroom throwing clothes into a suitcase, and it's all because I refuse to be a paper-handed bitch. I, 29-year-old man, need to know if I'm actually the delusional one here. We've been saving for a down payment on a house for 5 years. We had $55,000 sitting in a joint savings account collecting dust. It felt stagnant. 6 months ago, I made an executive decision. Without telling her, I moved $50,000 into ETH. The hype cycle was insane, and I didn't want us to stay poor forever. My buddy told me about this blue-chip NFT project, Cybersloth Society. It was supposed to be the next Bored Ape. I went all in. I bought a rare laser eye sloth for 14 ETH, about $45,000 at the time, and spent the rest on gas fees and minting 2 others. I was convinced I'd turn that $50,000 into $500,000 by Christmas and buy us a mansion cash down. Then the bear market hit. The floor price didn't just dip, it evaporated. My 14 ETH sloth is currently trading at 0.5 ETH. The disaster happened yesterday. Our offer on a perfect 3-bedroom fixer-upper got accepted. My wife was crying happy tears, popping champagne in the kitchen. She looked at me with this glowing smile and said, "Babe, call the bank. Wire the deposit tomorrow morning." I felt like I was going to vomit. I couldn't breathe. I had to sit her down, open my laptop, and show her my OpenSea profile. "Where is the money, Mark?" she asked, her voice shaking. It's in the sloth," I stammered. "But the roadmap says Q3 brings a metaverse integration. If we sell now, we lock in the loss. We lose $48,000. We have to hodl." She didn't just get mad, she went cold. "You spent our future on a cartoon of a monkey." "It's a sloth," I corrected her bad move. She smashed her champagne glass in the sink. "Sell it, right now. Get whatever $2,000 is left and give it to me." I refused. I told her, "You don't understand market cycles. We are early. If I sell now, the loss is real." Now she's leaving to stay at her mom's. She says if I don't liquidate the wallet by morning, she's filing for divorce. But if I sell now, I admit I failed. I know this project has a strong community and will bounce back. Am I the asshole for trying to protect our investment, or should I just take the 95% loss to save the marriage?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. A 29-year-old man am currently sitting on $412,000 in stablecoins, shaking, while my girlfriend, 27-year-old woman, is in the next room looking at budget wedding venues. She thinks we have $15,000 to our names. We actually have enough to buy a house cash, but if I touch it, her brother might go to prison. Her brother, Greg, 34-year-old man, is a lead dev for a top 50 DeFi project. He's arrogant, drives a G-Wagon, and constantly makes fun of my shitcoin gambling. Last Saturday, we were at a family barbecue. Greg got wasted. He left his phone unlocked on the patio table while he went to throw up. I saw a Slack notification pop up. Critical vulnerability found. Liquidity pool 4 exposed. Hard fork imminent Tuesday. I didn't think, it was pure instinct. I went to the bathroom, took our entire house down payment fund, $15,000, and opened a 25x short position on his project's token. Tuesday came, the news dropped. The token plummeted 60% in minutes. I closed the position. I turned $15,000 into over $400,000 in less than an hour. I felt like a god. Then Greg called me today, sounding like he was about to cry. The SEC is asking for logs, he whispered. Someone opened a massive short position from a FR everyone sucks here wallet literally minutes before the internal memo went out. They think I leaked it. My stomach dropped. I realized the problem instantly. 6 months ago, I sent Greg $200 in ETH for a Fanat the A-Holsey football buy-in. On-chain analysis links my wallet directly to his doxed public address. If anyone looks at the transaction graph, it looks exactly like he funded my wallet to execute the trade for him. He asked me, "You didn't do anything stupid, right? If they trace this to anyone I know, I'm looking at federal time and a lifetime ban from finance." I told him no, I lied. Now I'm stuck. If I KYC and off-ramp this money to my bank, the exchange reports it, the link is confirmed, and Greg goes down for insider trading. If I don't cash out, I have life-changing money rotting in a wallet I can never touch. He's a jerk, but he's family. Do I burn the keys and lose the house, or ruin his life to secure my future?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. I'm currently sitting in my car outside a Wendy's because I can't face going home, and I need you degenerates to tell me if I should divorce her or beg for forgiveness. Here's the setup. I, 29-year-old man, have been bleeding money for 6 months. I YOLO'd my grandmother's $50,000 inheritance into 0DTE SPY puts and some obscure biotech penny stocks that I was convinced were going to the moon. They didn't. I'm down about 95%. Typical Tuesday here, right? My wife, 27-year-old woman, is a kindergarten teacher. Sweetest woman alive. Doesn't know a candlestick from a scented candle, or so I thought. Every time I posted my lost porn on the sub, this one user, let's call her Theta Queen, would absolutely roast me. Brutal, specific insults about my timing and lack of hedging. It felt personal. Yesterday, after I lost the last $2,000 on a botched earnings play, Theta Queen commented, "Maybe if you stopped staring at charts and fixed the leaking faucet like you promised, your portfolio wouldn't look like a crime scene." My blood ran cold. I did promise to fix the faucet yesterday. I work in cybersecurity. I shouldn't have done it, but I ran a trace. The IP address wasn't coming from some hedge fund in Manhattan. It was coming from my own living room. I rushed home and found her on her laptop. I demanded to see the screen. She didn't even flinch. She tabbed over to a brokerage account I didn't know existed. Balance, $342,000. Turns out she's not just a teacher. She used to intern at a prop firm before she burned out. For the last year, she has been taking every trade I tell her about with excitement, waiting for me to execute, and then immediately doing the exact opposite with her secret savings. She calls it the hubby inverse strategy. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "Honey, your instincts are incredible. They're just 100% wrong. I'm retiring us early thanks to your stupidity." She wants to use the money made by betting on my failure, to buy us a house. I feel emasculated, betrayed, and simultaneously impressed. She says she saved us from bankruptcy. I say she profited off my misery. Am I the asshole for demanding she close the account? Or do I just shut up and enjoy the house built on my shattered dreams?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.